G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jono. I've got something different for the channel now. I've got a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe. Before we jump too far into the video, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Check out my website and find me on Instagram. And thanks for watching the video. This is a very early model Fender Hot Rod Deluxe 40 watt. It's two 6L6s, 312 AX7s, as it has been for a very long time. This amp came up quite cheap on the local Facebook marketplace, so I thought to myself, it's been a very long time since I've had a Fender. I have had a couple, but a very long time since I've had a Fender, and it's about time we got back on the clean bandwagon of a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe. Straight off the bat, there are a couple of things about this amp that are just different to what I'm used to. All my amps here are heads. I haven't got a combo here, and there's something about how the air moves out of a combo that's just different to a cab and a head. And I've got open back cabinets for a couple of my heads, but there's just something different about it. Also, I would like to say that the offset speaker also creates a different kind of vibe too, in terms of like how the air is moved out of the space that it's created in. The speaker in this is the Fender speaker that's in it. It's definitely original, and I'm definitely thinking this is like a 97 or 98 model. But it's quite dark is one of the biggest things that I've noticed. It's a very lovely clean tone, but it's quite dark. So in the future, I'll probably swap the speaker out for maybe a high-powered creamback, see what happens when that happens. One of the things I am actually really vibing is the lower wattage. These amps are 40 watts and all my other amps here are at least 50 watts. Most of them are 100. And even switching a 100 watt amp down to 50, they do work as a 50 watt amp, or most of them do. However, you still have that big transformer. So having this lower wattage amp is kind of making me play a little bit differently, which is a nice change. Keeping some things consistent in this video, as always, I have the Skylar reverb from GFI Systems and the Keeley Electronics Halo, both in the effects loop of this amp, not using the amplifier's reverb, which does work, by the way. The more I play this amp, the more I'm finding I kind of like more positions on the Stratocaster now. I really don't use the middle position a lot with any of these other amps, even the Kemper. But I really kind of digging the sound of this old amp with the middle position on the Strat. Obviously, I know these amps have been around for a long time. They are a dime a dozen. They're all over the internet because they're great. They're a great pedal platform, and they sound great clean, and there's a good amount of clean headroom. The track at the start you heard was all actually on the drive channel. I just used pickup positions, started off in the neck pickup, went down to the bridge pickup. Interestingly enough, though, I used my thumb and finger and did some finger picking while on the bridge pickup, which actually made it quite clean. And then, once I kicked on the boost on this guitar, that's when it really kind of came alive. So you've heard some clean tones now. Let's go over to the drive channel and have a bit of a chat about that. In the past, I've had a Fender Blues Junior and a 2x12 Hot Rod DeVille. Now, the DeVille was really nice sounding, lots of clean headroom, heaps of power, but I could never use it to its full potential. Back then, I was a different player as well. The Blues Junior I really enjoyed, but the drive sounds on both of those amps were, they were its own kind of flavor, and you either love it or you hate it. It's kind of the same with this. However, now that I'm a fair bit older, it's been about 12 years since I've had a Fender amp. So I kind of don't really fall into that category now of loving it or loathing it. It's a sound. I can see where it's usable, and I can absolutely use it. One thing I'm loving about the drive channel is actually the amount of clean signal that you feel comes through. Definitely don't remember that on the DeVille or as recent as I may have played a Fender. So that's a really interesting touch, and I quite like it. There is still a bit of darkness to the tone. I've got the treble up. Yeah, I've got the treble up on 9, bass backed off, and the mid's up as well. And we're at a decent volume too, so everything's kind of working, but it is still quite dark. And again, you can fix that with pedals, and I fix that with a brighter guitar. I could turn the tone back up on my bridge pickup. I normally run that just a little bit off. However, it's still a sound and it's still quite usable. It was very fun kicking the boost on the drive channel. Definitely on the lower strings and on the neck pickup with the boost on. That's where the limit was reached with the bass response, and the speaker kind of flubbed out a little bit. But again, for some aspects of playing in some genres, that could be really desirable. Thanks heaps for watching the video, guys. I hope you got something out of it. It's pretty cool to have a relatively old amplifier in my possession and still sounding the way it does. Thanks.